Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your May 4th to May 10th reading. And I do have this timestamp because I did want to incorporate some astrological aspects in. And for you this week, the astrological influences that are going to most impact you would be Mercury being sextile with Jupiter, your ruler. So this is really an opportunity for you to expand your mind or spiritual path and say yes to learning, teaching, traveling, or sharing your wisdom. And we have the world here, so I want to first see how you're feeling. So wonderful. So it looks like you are allowing some old chapters to close and new chapters to open. That's wonderful. We have the Star, the Magician. Okay, so you're definitely in that mode where you're ready to create. You're ready to utilize the tools and talents that you have within you to create something special, to make something special, accomplish and achieve your goals. Wonderful. We have the Chariot here as well, and you're allowing yourself to be divinely guided and led, so you are in tune. And I feel like you're really raising your frequency, raising your vibration, and you may have already shifted timelines with all of this wonderfulness coming out here. So that is amazing. That's awesome. And we have Judgment as well. So I feel like you are seeing things exactly as they are. You're seeing beyond the veil. Your eyes are open. Your third eye is open. You're receiving the messages. You're connected. You're looking for the signs and synchronicities that are out here and happening every day. Okay, so let's get a couple oracles here. So we have releasing, you laying down burdens. Wonderful. You've let go of the burdens. You're continuing to do that. You can do that with ease. You're closing out old cycles. That's coming up here again. And you're also not only closing out old cycles, but you're letting go of things that aren't serving you. So in those moments where you may want to kind of go back down that path, or you have setbacks, you're understanding like, yeah, I can still open up a new chapter. I can still be a new version of me. Every single day is a new opportunity for you to be a different version of you. And you're walking in courage and you're manifesting. This is wonderful. So I want to see what types of challenges you may encounter this week. What do we have? Okay, so we have the King of Cups. Okay, so you may have a little bit of contrast as it comes to love, or you may be feeling overly emotional at times, or not necessarily know how to process some new emotions that are coming to you. Okay, what else? So we have the Empress here. So you could quite literally be having conflicts in relationships with your partner, or you may feel like you may be lacking in some areas, like you have all these things going for you, but you may not have actually reached the pinnacle or received the manifestations that you've been wanting and asking for. So you may be feeling a little like not fully in your power, so to speak. So we also have the Ace of Cups here. So yeah, some of this is related to love for some of you. So you definitely may be experiencing a little bit of a heartache or pain, or just conflict that you do need to work with your partner to resolve. This could also be the love within yourself. So you may be continuing to work and raise your frequency and continue to work on raising your vibration. But there may still be some things that you can let go of as a part of this process, and more love that you can give to yourself at this time. So this is like pour into you, and you may experience that may come to the surface as something that you need to do, that you find you need to do, especially this week. So if you feel called to do that, absolutely do that. The only good can come from pouring into your own cup and taking those self-care practices and taking that time to reflect and to be introspective and gain introspection on just what are the things that you're dealing with right now, the things that you're going through, the emotions that you're experiencing at this time, because we know that there may be a little overflow of emotions here. But you taking those moments to meditate, to do your breath work, to calm yourself, to stay in the present moment and let go of what's not serving you is going to really be helpful to you. We also have the moon. So yes, that's wonderful. So you may have, like, it may fluctuate. So sometimes during the week you may feel that you're fully connected, and then out of nowhere you may not feel as connected, or you may feel lack, or you may feel some old habits, some old belief systems coming to the surface here. But there's so much more, and if you're able to work through that and you're able to quickly let go of the energy that's not helpful to you, that's going to help you to get back on track. Okay, and then quite literally for some of you, there's more information. So we did speak to, you may have or experience a little bit of conflict or tension this week within relationships. But for some of you, like, there's more information that will come to light or that you're not aware of. So just also keep that in mind. So let's see. I think we got these. Let's get some oracles here. Wonderful. So you are being guided to really be mindful and be aware of the energy that you're putting out into the universe. Because if you can have a tendency to get over emotional in some cases, just remember that is energy that you're creating and you're releasing into the universe. So it has no choice. It has no other place to go but to come back to you and show you, okay, this is what you put out. Is this what you want? Is this how it should be? So just recognize and know that that's what's going to happen here. And wonderful. So we do have opportunity for you to work through those conflicts in your relationships. And you could use spirituality as the basis for that, meaning working on being more connected within and understanding what the situation needs from within. And you can do that through meditation, through connecting with your guides, through prayer, through just being in quiet and being still and allowing those messages and those downloads to come to you. That is one way you can connect. We also have the reminder of how you are without form. You are a limitless entity, limitless being, and you have access to any and all things that you desire. And you remembering that is going to help you to get through the challenges. Okay, so let's see what your wants and desires are. We have the Prince of Wands here. All right. You really, there may be some first communication here that you're desiring from a partner or from a romantic situation, relationship. So this could literally be a communication that you really want to hear, something, an outcome that you want to see. Or this could really be about you just wanting to be at peace, wanting to feel balanced, wanting to just express yourself and be creative and just have fun and be playful and spontaneous and joyful this week. But you might have to deal with some things here. Okay, what else are you desiring? Okay, so yeah, there's definitely some change that you're desiring, and you understand and know that there's likely going to be a shift here. There needs to be some transformation happening, and that may be something that you are having conflict with your partner about and wanting to work through and wanting to see like that transformation happen and you get to a better place where you are aligned and you are in harmony. What else? You also have the Queen of Pentacles. So some of you, this could be about support and security in some way. So there may be a lack of that, or you may be desiring that. Well, I guess if there is a lack of it, you are desiring it as well. So, but it's just coming to the surface as something that you are desiring. You want to be secure. You want to have a strong financial foundation. You want to be that partner or that person that is able to support and help others in a variety of ways, monetarily, emotionally, physically in some aspects. Yeah, you just want to be an amazing partner, friend, lover, husband, wife, they, whatever, no judgments here. Just, yeah, this is you just really desiring to have a firm foundation from which you can then share and support others, and that fulfills you. Okay, and then let's look at some potential outcomes here. Okay, so you releasing any distractions, any temptations, and really staying focused on what your goals are for this week is going to be your key to success. Okay, what else? Okay, so we have the Four of Cups. Okay, so do something fun and creative. Okay, so you may be feeling a little bored, a little feeling lack, feeling like there's more that you could have, but you don't have it for whatever reason. This is really an opportunity also for you to be grateful and thankful for what you do currently have and the support that you're able to provide and the accomplishments that you have so far. So you being grateful for those things is what's going to help you to get out of this state of feeling lack or feeling bored or feeling discontentment. Okay, so that may start to creep in again here in the process. So just be aware of that and know that. And you also can take the successes that you have, take the resources that you have, and you can reconfigure it, you can reorganize it and create something amazing. So go back and look at what you have. Be grateful and appreciative for what you currently already have. And know and recognize, like, yeah, I can utilize these tools, these gifts, these talents, these resources to be successful. Okay, so what else? So we have the Three of Wands here. Yeah. So I feel like this is a call to remember who you are, to remember how powerful, courageous, and brave you are. Remember what you came here to do and get back to that. Start taking inspired action toward that, because some of you have been distracted by some things, by relationships, by, you know, just what have you. And just a relationship is not a distraction. I'm not saying that, but there may be things within it that are creating a distraction for you, that are causing you to be unaligned with who you authentically are, thereby creating just a distraction. Okay, so you're being guided to remember why you came here, remember the things that you're supposed to be doing, remember the path that you set up for yourself, and take inspired action towards that. So start taking those steps towards that. And for some of you, it may be like having to create this understanding with your partner of like, yeah, this is what's happening, this is the direction that I'm going in, and seeing where things land and if it's still the right partnership for you. But you absolutely have that opportunity to get to that place where you do feel harmony and you both are aligned and you both are walking toward the same path and you're walking on the same path. You can get to that place though. You have 10 of Cups, wonderful. And here it is right here, just that confirmation that, yeah, you can get back on track. You can work through any of the conflicts and challenges that come your way this week. And that could be related to romantic partnerships or your spirituality. So just take it however it resonates. But you do have this wonderful opportunity to let go of anything that's not helpful to you, anything that doesn't need to stay, anything that's not creating value for you. Let that go in favor of allowing more abundance, allowing more blessings to come through to you. And those will be things that actually are aligned with you and your path and the journey that you're taking. And as a result of these things that you're working through, these conflicts that are surfacing, these lessons that you're learning, staying positive throughout the process is really going to help you to persevere and get through it rather quickly. Okay, so just know that. So with this 10 of Cups, that's definitely reminding you to really choose your attitude and choose your mood. And it's really about the journey. So it's about what you're doing now in the moment, as opposed to just getting to that destination and having that outcome. Okay, so really work to stay positive. And when you're having experiences that you don't prefer, asking yourself, what is this here to teach me? Why am I having this experience? What am I supposed to learn? Get that lesson, extract that lesson out, and quickly move on. Okay, so let's see what else. So we have the 9 of Cups here as well. Wonderful. So you're getting back to feeling like that protector, that provider, that support system for yourself and for others. So that may be just a temporary feeling here. And it may even be related to a particular setback or something that happens that causes you to feel that way. But you're really going to end out the week on a high note. If you're able to work through these things, if you're able to recognize the beauty in these experiences as lessons that are teaching you more about who you are and showing you what you prefer versus what you don't, and you take it just for what it is, a lesson, something that's here to teach me something so that I can be a better version of me. Okay. So let's get a couple oracles here. What else for our Sagittarius? So we have creativity. Wonderful. So it is time to do some of those self-care practices that make you feel good. Drawing, dancing, filming, creating content, whatever else you do to enjoy yourself and be creative in that process, you're being guided to do. We also have perception showing up and peace. So yeah, life is all what you make it. These experiences, they're all what you make them, and it's all how you perceive them to be. And know that there's many different perceptions going on. There's many perspectives. There's many different sides to things, and you can view yourself. You can take yourself out of the situation and view it as an observer. And you can see those different perspectives, and you can gain a better understanding, and it will illuminate for you more options and more choices and more paths that you can go down. And we ending with peace here as well. So we know that that's where it's all leading towards, but you being able to see that light at the end of the tunnel and being able to recognize that, okay, you know, these experiences, I don't have to like deeply connect with them. I can just see them for what they are. I can respect them. I can understand them, and I can extract the meaning out of them and the lessons that I was supposed to learn from them. And I can go in a different direction. And you can take all that knowledge and wisdom with you as you move forward. Wonderful. So I love the surrender, because that is really aligned with your entire message for this week about just allowing yourself to connect. And I see here the moon is also coming out. So it's like all of these messages and guidance that is available to you. You are ready to receive. So continue on the path that you're going on, because you are in an amazing place this week. And yes, you may have some lessons coming to you, some things that you're working through, but you surrendering to the divine, to the situation, and really paying attention to how it's impacting your emotions and not allowing your emotions to get the better of you, and making sound decisions based off of viewing things from an objective standpoint, and also connecting with your intuition, because your higher self knows the way, and you're being divinely guided. So allow that. Allow the universe to guide you. And trust and know that you've never been abandoned by the universe. You can call on your guides. You can call on your angels. Anytime that you feel that you need that support, anytime you need that assistance, it's all there for you. Okay? All right, Sag. Those are the messages I have for you today. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share if you found this helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.